Welcome everybody. We're going to talk about how to be a mathemagician. What is a mathemagician? That's a student who just loves math and just like the math kind of moves around for them in math math magical ways where it kind of your brain, believe it or not, will actually start to move things around in easy ways to help you do calculations really quickly. So, we're going to show you kind of one way to start building to help you start becoming a math magician. So we're going to look at this problem, but before we start, you're going to need to do a couple things. You're going to need this. You have to know what expanded form is and how to use it. It's really easy, but it takes some practice. The second thing you need is what I call stick on the zeros, and zeros are a mathematician's favorite friend. Zeros are amazing in math. Students that are good in math use zeros a lot. Students that struggle in math don't use zeros hardly ever. And I've noticed that in all my years of teaching in the classroom, the kids who are not so good at math actually do hard math. The kids that are really good in math, they choose to do easy math. And we're going to show you some of those tricks in this. In this little tutorial, we're going to talk about expanded form and stick on the zeros. Once you have those, you can do this next method, and it is amazing and easy and will make you a math magician. But that will be in the next little tutorial. We'll try to get through this pretty quick. So the first thing you need is expanded form, and you need to be able to look at both of these numbers and know that, and really it's as easy as reading it and writing it. So if you say 86, that's 80 plus 6. And if you say 74, that's 70 plus 4. Once you don't have to write that out all the time, but you need to understand that to do this next method we're about to do. The next thing you need to do, other than know your facts, left that out. You need to know your basic multiplication facts. But once you know those, you can use this trick. So if you have any number with zeros, so let's say we have 80. Let me do that again. Let's say we have 80. Well, if you multiply 80 times 2, that's 8 times 2. You just do the easy fact. 8 times 2, 16. And then you bring or stick the 0 on the end. So if it has 1 0, you just stick 1 0 over here. And it's 160. Pretty easy. Let's get rid of that. Now, if you have 80 times 20, you just count all the zeros and then stick them at the end. So it's still 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16. And you take these two zeros and you bring them over. So it'd be 1,600. So you need that trick too. So anytime you see a number with zeros, a very easy example is 100 times 9. Well, what would that be? 9 times 1 is 9, and that's 100. And you can do that, by counting 100, 200, 300. And that's basically the trick, is sticking on zeros. So now we're going to take these two methods. If you understand these, you can do this mathemagician multiplication, which I'm going to show you in the last video. I hope you like it.